Hello, boys and girls, and happy Friday. Today we're going to continue comparing numbers between 1 and 10. And remember, when we're comparing, that means we're looking at groups or we might be looking at numbers and seeing which of the groups is greater or less. Now, before we start today, let's look at some of these 10 frames. And let's think about how many counters there are in each of the 10 frames. I'm going to point to each of the 10 frames with my pen. And as I point, I want you to say how many counters you see. Yes, boys and girls, there are 10 in this 10 frame. I could tell that there were 10 because each of the 10 boxes has a counter. What about this 10 frame, boys and girls? How many counters do you see here? Thumbs up if you said there are 5 counters. Yes, boys and girls, did you know that there were 5 without counting? Maybe you knew that there were 5 because you noticed that just one row has counters. So because just one row has counters, that means that there's 5. Boys and girls, what about this 10 frame down here in the corner? How many counters do you see here? Ooh. Thumbs up if you said there are 7 counters. Boys and girls, could you tell that there were 7 without counting? I noticed 5 on top. And then I counted on from 5. I said 6, 7. I also noticed that there are 3 boxes that do not have counters. So I counted backwards from 10. 9, 8, 7. So there's a couple different ways that you might have been able to figure out that there are 7. All right, boys and girls, what about this last 10 frame in the corner? How many counters are in this 10 frame? Yes, boys and girls, there are 0 counters in this 10 frame. And we know that there are 0 because there are no counters in this 10 frame. All right, boys and girls, we're going to be working out of our workbook page now. So this is workbook page 155. And this page is asking us to circle the number that is less. It says, which is less? Remember, boys and girls, when we are trying to figure out which is less, that means we're trying to find the smaller number or the smaller group. So looking at these two top numbers, which number is less? We have a 7 and a 9. Which of these numbers is less? Did you say 7 is less, boys and girls? I circled the number 7 because I know that 7 is a smaller number. So that tells me that 7 would be less. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to put 7 counters over here, and I'm going to put 9 counters over here. And I'm going to check and see if 7 has less. So 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's my 7 counters. Ooh, it fills up most of the boxes. There's 3 boxes that are still empty. All right, now I'm going to put 9 counters over here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, boys and girls, when I put 7 counters over here and 9 counters over here, how did that help me check to see which one is less? Ooh, boys and girls, did you notice that 7 has 3 boxes that are empty, but 9 only has 1 empty box? Ooh, this is showing me that 9 has more counters in the 10 frame. 7 has less counters in the 10 frame. All right, let's look at the bottom 2 numbers. We have the number 10 and the number 0. Boys and girls, which of these numbers is less? Thumbs up if you said 0 is less. Yes, boys and girls, 0 is less. Let's check. So if I have to put 10 counters in this 10 frame, that would mean all of my boxes are going to be full. And if I'm going to put 0 counters on this side, should I put any counters over here? No, right? Because 0 means none. So this is showing me that 0 is less because there are no counters over here, but this 10 frame is full with counters. All right. All right, boys and girls, we're going to flip our workbook page to the other side. And on this side, we first have to find how many. So let's count the blue counters in this 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boys and girls, could you tell that there were 6 without counting? All right, I wrote down the number 6, and now I'm going to write it again over here. And at the top, it says, which is less? So now I have to figure out which is less, number 6 or number 5? Did you say number 5, boys and girls? Yes, 5 is the smaller number. And when we want to know which one is less, we want to know which one is smaller. All right. Ooh, boys and girls, without counting, can you say how many counters are in this 10 frame? Did you say 5 counters, boys and girls? Yes. Did you know that there were 5 because the top row is full? All right, I'm going to write the number 5 over here. Okay, we have a 5 and a 7. Boys and girls, which is less? Number 5. Number 5 is the smaller number. All right. Let's figure out how many counters are in this last 10 frame. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, boys and girls, were you able to tell that there were 9 counters without counting them? Maybe you looked and saw that there is 1 space missing. And maybe you knew that 9 is just 1 space less than 10. I'm going to write the number 9 over here. And looking at the number 9 and the number 10, which one is less? Yes, boys and girls, number 9 is less. All right. Thank you so much for practicing and working super, super hard with me today, boys and girls, with comparing numbers within 10. I will see you all next week. Bye, boys and girls.